Hi, everybody. My name is Jake. I welcome you to an interview today with Mitchel Musso. He will be being interviewed by Emma, Lauren, and Angelina. You saw him in Phineas and Ferb, Pair of Kings, and Hanna Montana. And here he is, the one and only Mitchel Musso.
Check, check, check. So, how's everybody doing? Good. Good stuff. Are y'all excited for Halloween? I get some every time. Every time. Watch this. Hey, who has Instagram? Nice. All right, so let's get this party started.
What was it like? What was it like being a... What was it like being a child star?
It was crazy. It still is crazy. You know, it is a very interesting lifestyle. Who here, okay, so who here is a singer? And who here is an actor? Okay, so two very different jobs, but at the same time, both very exciting jobs. I love acting. It's always been a passion of mine, and so to be able to do what I love at such a young age, it's amazing. It also comes with a cost, because then it's a job. It's not just for fun. You know, you're told where to be, what time to be there, what to say, what your name is, playing a character and reading a script, and what to wear. So it's fun because I love like comedy. I like to entertain. I like to be around a lot of people, and working on sitcoms, a television show. You know, we shoot in front of an audience, and that was the biggest perk and the most fun about working as a kid. Is, you know, you always have a concert. You're like at a concert. Yeah.
Did you go to school, or were you tutored, or were you homeschooled?
I went to school through 6th grade, public school, and then was homeschooled from then on. Homeschooled, worked schooling on set with 2 teachers. And keep in mind, it's not, you know, 700 kids, 20, 30 kids in a classroom. It's like you and 2 teachers, right? So it's pretty hectic, but it's good. I mean, I loved doing what I was doing. So did I miss out? Yeah, I feel like staying in school, just being with all my friends is always a blessing. But at the same time, you know, I wouldn't change my job, my life for the world. So.
What have you been doing after Disney?
Shooting movies, working in the studio constantly, working with different producers and music stuff. You know, kind of laying low, kind of flying under the radar. I don't even have a phone right now. Yeah, right? What? Just, you know, so nobody can really get a hold of me, just kind of trying something different. And also doing it for myself. You know, like I said, it comes with a cost. Working constantly, you know, everybody needs a break sometimes. So I came out here to stay with my dad and be with my little brother and our dog. Yeah, and just kind of take some time to myself, so. Oh, the little nugget, the little baby. He's a cute dog.
What was a day, week like for you when you were on a show?
Oh, a day was a week on a show, and also it's not just waking up and going and working on the show. It's also, it's your lunch break. We have to get you over to this studio to do an interview with these people, or we got to get you over here, to say hi to these people, or go to this, go into this room with all these people and audition for a new part, or come up with a new song, or so it was always something different. I was constantly moving. It's not just in one spot. And keep in mind, you know, when you're playing different characters, it's not all on the same set, you know. So you're just jumping around. You know, I'd be 4 to 10 places every day, especially going on tour. I mean, when you're doing music, it's not like you just go and play a show. You know, beforehand, you prep, you go meet and greets, CD signings. After the show, then you go play the late night show at a smaller venue, a club or restaurant type of place. But it's just constantly moving. I mean, you're just moving and moving, and you got to relate to everybody, and you're constantly with different teams. Because if you work on a new show or you work on a song with a different producer, or you're playing a gig at a concert, you're constantly with different people, and all these people are your team. So to really be able to just jump in and head first and run with it and make the best show that you possibly can with these people that you had just met, it's tough, but it's my life.
Which one of your characters are most like you?
I'd say, y'all ever see Pair of Kings? Did any of y'all watch Pair of Kings? I think Brady. Yeah, Brady. I was most like Brady. King Brady, baby, and also working with Doc Shaw is like one of my boys, and it was always good to be on a set with my homie, you know, rather than, you know, sitting there with Miley and Emily all day, girl talk. I'm, you know, with a buddy, but also he was a mess. He was ridiculous. He's funny. And he's also a king, which was really fun to play.
Where did the song "The In Crowd" come from?
The In Crowd came from fitting in, just having my own place to go. You know, to fit, just to be comfortable, you know, be comfortable in your shoes, and it's the in crowd. It's not You know, it's not, you're not trying to fit in anymore. You're where you're supposed to be. I don't know if anybody here deals with like bullying or feel uncomfortable. People make fun of you, you know, this and that. I deal with it every day, whether it's online, whether it's at a party. But you know, you can't fit in everywhere. There's always going to be someone who doesn't know who they are, so that's how they take it out on everybody else. That's why I choose to lock my door when I go home. But also, you know, you got to be able to be confident. You got to be able to be confident, and that's kind of where that came from.
Do you live with your family?
I live with my dad right now. Yeah, I love my family. I love living with my family. When I was 18, I had moved out and got a little place to myself. Constantly friends over. Always had a dog, and it was fun. I enjoyed living by myself, but there's nothing like going home and having your family cook you food, and you know, without having to do it yourself. And also, I love my little brother lives with us and our dog, so it's good to have you know that base. Have that base.
Is it hard to be the voice behind an animated character?
I don't think it's hard at all. I mean, that's probably one of my favorite gigs that I do. Is you don't have to shower, you know. I do, but you know, you don't really have to get ready. You don't have to put on makeup. You don't have to, you know, put on certain clothes. Everything's right in front of you. Do y'all know what ADR was or is? Y'all know what ADR is? I just had this conversation with the last group, and ADR is when they're done putting together an episode of an animated show. They have the final product, right? So the cartoon's there, the color's there, the words are there, and then sometimes they miss out on something, or they don't get something right, or they change a line. So ADR, you're watching the show and you're dubbing the voices. So whenever the character opens his mouth, you know, you have to say this or try this. And I think that's the hardest part about ADR, about animated shows. But no, you know what? It's so much fun, and you constantly get to play different characters and do things with your voice and get, you know, crazy, wild. I'm constantly throwing up my hands and screaming, and it's cool. It's different.
Have you ever been bullied before?
Yes, I have. Kind of touched on it. Like I said, does anybody get bullied here? Who gets bullied here? Who's been bullied? Right? What, on Instagram or on social media and everything else, out at parties, at school. So everybody, you know, you're somewhat used to it, or you know about it, or you've seen it. You've seen a friend be bullied. It's such a waste of time. When you put negative energy out into the air, it always comes back. You know, I like to try to stay positive. And I've been around. You know, I'm 23. So I've been there. I still deal with it. It'll be something that you deal with forever. But just try to be good, happy, responsible. Stay focused on your dream and what you want to do, because a lot of y'all want to be singers and actors and editors or models or dancers. You know, whatever it is that you want to do, you should stay focused on that rather than what everybody else is doing. Focus on you. Do you. Do you, boo-boo.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Jake. My man.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. If 3rd and 4th grade can exit that way, and then 5th and 6th grade can exit that way.
Good job. Oh, y'all are so cute.